The first all-party delegation is all set to leave for abroad to expose Pakistan's terror nexus. The Shrikant Shinde-led all-party delegation will depart today for United Arab Emirates, UAE, Liberia and Congo. Remember, this move aims to expose Pakistan's terrorism on global platform. 7 all-party delegation will engage key nations under Operation Sindoor, reflecting India's collective resolve against terrorism. This whole move, there will be second phase also where the MPs will go out, and there's only one message that India will not tolerate terrorism when it comes to Pakistan or any terror activities. Today, the first set of delegation, Shrikant and Shinde-led all-party delegation, will depart at around 11 a.m. as we know, as per our sources, and they are taking one message, that is to expose Pakistan's terror nexus to the globe. I am being joined by my colleague Anushka, who I believe is joining us live from the Delhi airport. Anushka, what are you picking up from your sources? At what time will these all-party delegation leave today?
That's right, Shubhangi. The first set of multi-party delegation is supposed to leave today. Group 3 and Group 4 are supposed to leave today. Group 3 is led by Sanjay Jha and Group 4 is led by Shrikant Eknath Shinde. Both the groups will be leaving for different countries today. It is supposed to be a 10-day long trip to the foreign countries, and therein the whole leaders will be in fact giving India's stance to the world. They will let the world know about India's stand on terrorism, how the terror networks are operating inside India, how Pakistan has in fact given training and also is in fact harboring terror inside its soil, and how India had launched the Operation Sindoor, and under Operation Sindoor what all had been done. That is what the Indian delegation is going to tell the world about, not just world, the global community. The parliamentarians will be meeting another parliamentarians from different countries. Therein they will be in fact meeting the Indian diaspora and think tanks as well, is what we are picking. All the multi-party delegations have been briefed by Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri about what all happened in Operation Sindoor, and how India had always reflected that India is all about de-escalation, but India will not tolerate terror in its soil and against its people. So that is what both the MPs are in fact going to tell the global community about, how India has collectively took a stand against the terrorism, and how there was no involvement of any third party, any third person in this whole matter. Now the Group 3 that will be leaving at 11 a.m. today is led by Sanjay Kumar Jha, who's the MP from JDU. The first group will be visiting Indonesia, Malaysia, Republic of Korea, Japan and Singapore. The second group is led by Shrikant Eknath Shinde. They will be visiting UAE, Liberia, Democratic Republic of Congo and Sierra Leone. So all these countries, both the groups will be visiting. Another set of group will also leave soon enough, and they will be also visiting different countries. They will be meeting the parliamentarians of different countries, the think tanks, the Indian diaspora there, so that they can tell the world about the terror attacks that has happened in India, not just the Pahalgam terror attacks, but multiple terror attacks that has taken place on India's soil, and how India has said that any act of terrorism will be considered as an act of war, and what kind of a stand India has taken against terrorism, not just this time but every time around. If something like this happens, India will once again take a stand. This whole incident happened between two countries. India had given military and non-military response. Under military response, 9 terrorist camps were neutralized, and not just that, under non-military resolve, India had given Indus Water Treaty in abeyance. So all of this will be in fact briefed to the foreign countries about how the terror groups are operating inside India, and how Pakistan is all focusing on giving terror a space on their soil, and multiple attacks on Indian
Anushka, this marks India's unprecedented global messaging when it comes to messaging against terror. This is one such move where even in the past, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made it very clear that we will not tolerate terror when it comes to from any country, from any global country. This also marks as a very big messaging when it comes from India, that we will not tolerate terror, and this will also send out a message that we will not tolerate terror, and that no country has the leverage to actually sponsor terrorism. How does it actually put India's stance in the global view, and how do you think that from now global countries will view India when it comes to their agenda against terrorism?
That's right. India is a country that has always focused on economic development. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi has always said on global platforms that this is not the age of war, and that India is all about de-escalation. But when any terror attack is done on Indian soil, it will be retaliated with equal force. We did see when Pahalgam attack happened, several of the tourists, 26 tourists to be very precise, lost their lives, and because of that, India had retaliated and had neutralized 9 terror camps. Even after that, India had sent a very stern message that India is all about de-escalation, but this should be on proper terms. We did see that the de-escalation happened. Eventually, both the countries agreed, and there was no third-party interference in the ceasefire agreement. Also, India had given military and non-military response. In military response, it was said that India had neutralized 9 terrorist camps. We did see the pictures that the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri showed while doing the press briefing with media. Also, not just that, India had in fact also put hold on the India's water treaty, and India has also, after this whole attack, has said that any act of terrorism will be seen as an act of war. We do know that there has been multiple attacks on terror attacks on the Indian soil, and how India has retaliated till now. By sending this multi-party delegation, India is making it stand clear all around the globe that this is a country which is focusing on economic development. But if any terror attack strikes our country, India is perfectly capable of defending itself and retaliating the terror attacks with equal force. Over to you.